Hello everyone, and welcome to Hyperanalyzing LCS, the series where I discuss the biggest moments from the LCS and give attention to the tiniest details that can decide the outcome of a game. This week I will look at some plays from Week 1 of the 2022 LCS Summer Split. Team Liquid and Cloud9 traded blows in this early game skirmish.
In my mind, he should be linking up with CoreJJ, Santorin and Core, moving around the map, looking to attack, and they're going to try to set up a dive here.
TL looking for it. King tries to get away. There comes some Bard CC yet again, but it ain't enough. They don't get the stun, so King gets out.
Here comes
and
Jensen.
Cloud9 is sending the cavalry. TL wants to get out. They get back past their own minion wave. Blabber's coming in, goes for the flash, finds the stun, but he's all alone for now. TL firing back. Blabber going to be taken low, but Han's going to be taken down. First one over to King. Santorin is not going to be dropped just yet. Bjergsen jumps in, makes it a 1-for-1. Double kill back over to Bjerg.
After King gets chunked low in lane, CoreJJ uses Magical Journey with Santorin to dive King and Destiny. King immediately flashes and uses his invisibility, prompting both Hansama and CoreJJ to flash after him. Fudge's Cannon Barrage and Destiny's Exhaust are huge in preventing Team Liquid from chasing down King, and the Cannon Barrage does a lot of damage, especially to Santorin. At this point, TL has been unable to get any kills, and they are now overextended, but this fight will turn multiple times due to the arrival of more players. Blabber and Jensen are going to be the next two to arrive, turning the fight in favor of C9, but they only have a few seconds of this advantage before Bjergsen shows up for Team Liquid. Additionally, Blabber is on his own at first since King and Destiny are far away, and King is hesitant to step closer with his low health. Blabber's engage onto Hansama is good, but his damage is limited due to CoreJJ's exhaust, and he takes a lot of damage in return in this 1v3. He is able to get Hansama low and escape, as King is able to claim first blood. Jensen now joins the fight and does a lot of damage to Santorin, who uses the clone to get away. Santorin is visible due to Jensen's Phosphorus Bomb, but he has gained too much distance and gets an extra heal and movement speed boost from Bard's Healing Shrine. Bjergsen then arrives to the play and dives onto the two low health C9 players. Destiny is jumping back and forth between the two in order to keep both of them healthy, but he cannot heal enough as Bjergsen hits both Blabber and King with both uses of Distortion. The two distortions and an ignite is enough to finish off Blabber, and Bjergsen is able to focus his remaining spells on King to pick up the double kill. He is then able to blink back to the location of his original distortion to disengage from the fight, with Team Liquid winning the back and forth play 2-1. Palafox picked up a triple kill just 4 minutes into this game.
After a 2.5 second delay, as we have to watch this river fight.
Oh yeah, and River in the river, boom, flashes away. Luger on the opposite side, targeted by Neo, but goes in for the kill. The Abyssal Dive, Biofrost in range of Luger. Blue's making his way to the party with the Valkyrie, and Palafox all on the outskirts, throws in his soldiers. First blood drawn by Blue here, or Blue going down, rather. Luger very, very low in his own HP. Palafox with a double kill for CLG to start, and wants to continue through. River, you're in trouble though! Triple kill!
River starts the fight by surprising Poom with an engage out of the brush, forcing Poom to flash. River then flashes onto Luger, who flashes in the opposite direction towards the rest of his team. In the mid lane, Blue and Palafox are battling over positioning into the river, and Blue eventually runs past Palafox, using Valkyrie forward in an attempt to finish off Luger. However, he moves too far forward ahead of the full health Neo and River. This leaves him vulnerable to damage from Contracts and Palafox, who take him down for first blood. With most of Dignitas turning onto Contracts, River is the only one chasing down Luger, and he is unable to finish off the kill after being rooted by Poom. Meanwhile, with Contracts possessing the Corki, CLG will win this 2v2, so Biofrost backs away, leaving Neo to fall for Palafox's second kill. This leaves River caught in the enemy jungle. He turns his attention to Poom after Luger escapes, but he can't get that kill either, with Contracts and Palafox coming up from the river, and Palafox takes him down for the triple kill just 4 minutes and 10 seconds into the game. Evil Geniuses won this 4v5 teamfight against 100 Thieves.
We get ourselves the third dragon of the game. 4v5, and EG stick around to have remotely the poke required though.
Meganar is almost dead.
Smite is a possibility, going to be claimed by Closer. Teamfight starts, here we go. Closer going to knock out the back line. Down low is Vulcan. Closer dives in, and he will finish the job. Second kill in a row now, looking for a bit more impact to jump the wall. One trying to back by Danny, stays alive, goes in for the damage on a Huhi. Two more autos will kill, he'll find it. Inspired, able to wake right back up. And Sunday, gonna get away. Danny jumps in, be careful. Ebadaga needs one more spell to find a kill.
Jojo Pyun gets picked off before the dragon spawns, although 100 Thieves use the Ahri and Kai'Sa ultimates to get that kill. Despite being outnumbered, Evil Geniuses stick around for a fight. Closer claims the dragon, but Someday is already low on health, and he is also about to transform back into Mininar. Huhi uses Dredgeline at the same time Vulcan uses Glacial Fissure, which somewhat interrupts 100 Thieves' engage attempt. Huhi's Death Charge knocks up both Danny and Inspired, and this gets followed up by Closer's Cyclone, but Vulcan's position in the river prevents FBI and Abadaga from reaching EG's backline, and his Unbreakable reduces a lot of damage, keeping him alive in the front line for a very long time. Closer is eventually able to finish off Vulcan, but with the Ahri and Kai'Sa ults being used in the earlier pick, 100 Thieves are unable to follow Closer's dive, and this gives Danny and Inspired just enough time to finish off Closer before backing away. Huhi tries to re-engage with Dredgeline, but unfortunately for him, Inspired is currently untargetable as he is possessing the Wukong, and Huhi's Dredgeline ends up hitting the wall, causing Huhi to end up overextended, where he can easily be taken down by Danny and Impact. A good charm from Abadaga looks like it will ensure Inspired's death, but the follow-up Everfrost is just milliseconds too slow, and Inspired is able to use Heartbreaker, making him immune to CC as he jumps away. Inspired then uses a quick cast of Vectra Maw to jump towards Huhi's dead body, and he starts channeling the possession just in time to dodge what would have been a life-ending boomerang from Sunday. Upon possessing the Nautilus, Inspired immediately turns back towards the fight, flashing forward to fish for a hook, but Sunday is able to flash away. Both teams disengage from the fight, which EG wins 2 kills to 1 despite it being a 4v5. Immortals began their comeback against FlyQuest with this play for the Baron.
Forcing IMT into the area.
That's the play. It's like you need to come to us, and then we'll have too much damage for you to fight.
Fancy's, oh, that was so sick! He tried to get it off, he timed it nicely, but Decoy now gonna shove them back. Afro's still alive, and now Decoy's on a rampage. Philip is just in there. No fear from the youngster as Revenge TPing in, but the flank perhaps he'll advise, although Revenge is actually making it look pretty good. PoE finds the trump, over the wall he goes. Afro looks for the engage angle, but can't get it, but IMT are gonna get the kill. And this teamfight's looking nice as Johnson is going to be shut down. 1,000 gold to Revenge, and IMT have found life in this game.
FlyQuest is up over 7,000 gold as they start at the Baron, but despite their lead, they have no vision in the enemy jungle, so they do not see the engage coming from Ignar and Power of Evil. Takui is hitting the Baron from over the wall, which does give Immortals the knowledge that FlyQuest is on Baron, and that the team is at least somewhat split by the Baron pit wall. Ignar engages with both Zenith Blade and Solar Flare onto Takui. Zenith Blade removes the Banshee's Veil spell shield, but Takui is able to react in time to flash away from the Solar Flare. Kenvi and Lost then try to dive onto Takui, but Emperor's Divide halts Immortals' engage, and Kenvi is the first to fall. However, the fight starts to shift in favor of Immortals as the two top laners teleport in. Part of the problem for FlyQuest is also the fact that Jose Diodo cannot get over the Baron pit wall without expending his flash, so he takes a lot of damage from the Baron as he takes the long walk towards the teamfight. Philip teleports into the enemy red buff pit, which is a little bit scary for Lost, who flashes right into the location of that teleport, but once Lost uses Supercharger to avoid the first knockup, Philip no longer wants to be that far forward, and he dashes over the wall just before Zenith Blade would have hit him. Revenge's teleport comes in from below FlyQuest, and he jumps onto Philip using Hollowed Mist to protect himself from the rest of FlyQuest, and he sidesteps Philip's Q3 knockup. Revenge's Needlework charges hit multiple members of FlyQuest as they tried to dive onto him, and he has a well-timed stasis just as the entire FlyQuest team finally gets in range to damage him. FlyQuest is then forced to back away as the rest of Immortals arrive to defend their top laner. Lost does a ton of damage to Johnson, hitting him with an isolated Q and proccing the 5th stack of Plasma. Power of Evil uses all of his Spirit Rush charges to get into a flank angle, and he has a nice flash to dodge Aphromu's Grand Entrance while also hitting Aphromu with the return of his Orb of Deception. Aphromu falls to a Power of Evil auto attack, giving PoE an additional charge of Spirit Rush. Then there is this strange interaction between Philip and Power of Evil, as Philip tries to use his Q3 plus Flash combo to kill PoE, but at the same time PoE uses the Spirit Rush reset to dash over the wall into the river, and they both end up swapping places. Philip is at least able to keep his life, but the Immortals squad is able to charge into the river and finish off 2 more kills, and they pick up the Baron to begin their big comeback. Thank you for watching Hyperanalyzing LCS. Hit subscribe and come back next week for my analysis of Week 2.